This is your anchor, Kekrizanyo Solo. Moving on to the news. China's Minister of National Defense Li Shangfu goes missing, days after Foreign Minister Qin Gang went missing amid growing speculation over political instability in the country. The Bharatiya Janata Party new MLA Tafazal Hossain and Bindu Debnath, who won elections in Boxanagar and Dhanpur, became official members of Tripura Assembly on Tuesday. Indian Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has said that during the past financial year, India's domestic defence production record has crossed 1 lakh crore and the defence export record has crossed 16 crore. After the historic success of Chandrayaan-3 and Aditya L1 mission, ISRO continuing its space odyssey and is all set to launch the Gaganyaan-1 project. Now for the news in details. The entire state of Nagaland is not under the Disturbed Act, contrary to popular belief. Only a few areas of the state are still under the Disturbed Area Act, Deputy Chief Minister Yantungo Patton said in the Nagaland Legislative on September 11 in Kohima. Patton gave a written reply to legislator Achumbe Mokikon's query about the Disturbed Area Act during the second session of the 14th Nagaland Legislative Assembly. The entire state of Nagaland has not been declared a disturbed area, Patton said. The Deputy Chief Minister stated in a written reply that the following jurisdictions do not come under the purview of the Act: Chepubuzo in Kohima, Semenu Police Station in Semenu District, Wokha, Sanis and Sungro Police Station in Wokha District, Mokokchung Police Station 2, Kubolong Police Station and Changtongya Police Station in Mokokchung District, VK Town and Akuluto in Zuneboto District, Longleng Police Station and Tamlu Police Station in Longleng District, Tuensang Police Station, Longkim Police Station, Nokseng Police Station and Sangsungyu Police Station in Tuensang, and Shamator Police Station and Chesor Police Station in Shamator District.
I've raised some questions on the Armed Forces Special Powers Act 1958 to our Honorable Deputy CM in charge of Home and Border Affairs, and also questions related to the border affairs. I am happy that he has elaborately replied to my query. However, Speaker Sir, I have some concerns and some suggestions, and also some assurance I want from the Honorable Minister. Well, in the reply it has been given that the Port of Nagaland is not declared as a disturbed area. That is very encouraging news for us. I am from a student background as NSF president before joining politics, and this was in my mind that we should repeal this Armed Forces Special Powers Act. Speaker Sir, you are aware that at the heat of the Quit India movement, sometime in 1942, the British brought in an ordinance which is called Armed Forces Special Powers Ordinance 1942. And after British left India, the government of India copied the colonial era legislation of imposing the Armed Forces Special Powers Act, especially to curb the self-determination movement in the Northeast. Of course, the main target is the Nagas. There was a lot of laws like the Assam Maintenance of Public Order, Autonomous District Act 1953, Assam Disturbed Areas Act 1955. Then came in the Armed Forces Special Powers Act 1958. Now, what does this act say? You are aware, Speaker said, that during the British era, in that 1948 ordinance, It's only the commission officer. Who are the commission officer? A rank above the captain are the commission officer, are authorized to arrest even to the extent of taking human life if the situation so warrants. But after the 1958 enactment by the government of India and subsequent amendment, even non-commissioned officer, which means below the rank of a captain, are also being empowered to arrest should and kill. Such is a law which is very draconian in a democratic country like India. Now, you are aware that how subsequently it has been, imposing in our Naga homeland. On the 38th of March, 1953, when the Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru and the Burmese Premier, they call it Premier, Yunu, Takin Yunu, visited from Imphal, they came to Kohima. And there was a huge gathering in the Kohima local ground to welcome these two great leaders, thinking that the Nagas will also ventilate our issue. A large gathering was in Kohima local ground to welcome these two great leaders. At that point of time, the NNC was representing the Naga movement, and therefore very strongly representing, They sought time to say a welcome address, and also to represent the case of the Naga people. But the then Deputy Commissioner at that point of time refused to give them time. And there was a report that the Assam Chief Minister at that time was Vishnuram Miti, and also in the knowledge of the Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, that the time slot was not given to the NNC delegation to say the welcome address. On hearing this, the Naga gathering, a man would walk out from the local ground, excepting few government servants, and that also, it is reported that only the non-Nagas were present in the ground. And after that, maybe out of emotion or out of anger, these two great leaders went back from Kohima. And what is the result of that? That on the April 4, 1954, the Disturbed Area Act was imposed on the Naga Hills. The incident which I narrated happened in 1953, and the Disturbed Area Act was imposed on Naga Hills in 1954.
In view of the improved law and order and peaceful situation across the state for a long time, and the ongoing ceasefire of Government of India and Nagaland with all the factions for many years, we have been regularly recommending the Government of India for declaring any area of the state as disturbed area and keeping Nagaland outside the purview of AFSPA. The Government of India, however, till now has taken the area of 18 police stations of the state outside the purview of AFSPA out of 75 police stations. Speaker, sir, in this regard, the honourable member wants assurance from Minister in charge of Home, but this is the decision is up to the Government of India, so I cannot give assurance in this House. The second one about this Ethang police platoon post. Yes, the completion time has been given for 2024 March, but I assure the honourable member that before Christmas, I will take you for inauguration of the Ethang post. For this upgradation of S2 civil in Merapani border area, the committee headed by Commissioner Nagaland for looking into proposal for creation of new administrative centers, and their accreditation may examine this if a proposal is received. Thank you.
Moving on to the next news. The Yogi government has approved 15 proposals during the cabinet meeting held on Tuesday in Lucknow. In the meeting, the proposal for formation of Industrial Development Authority in Bundelkhand was approved, for which 33 revenue villages will be purchased and will be constructed on 14,000 acres of land. In another proposal that has been approved, Uttar Pradesh police will be given motorcycles allowance of Rs 500 instead of the earlier Rs 200. After the cabinet meeting, Finance Minister Suresh Khanna informed that the approval has also been given to purchase over 740 electric buses in 14 cities. Proposal was also passed regarding issuing guidelines for implementing aspirational city planning in municipal bodies in the state.
जिसमें कुछ प्रस्तावों पर मैं आपका ध्यान आकर्षित करना चाहता हूं। जनपद गोरखपुर में उत्तर प्रदेश विशेष सुरक्षा बल दूसरी वाहिनी की स्थापना हेतु आवासीय और अनावासीय भवनों का निर्माण कार्य की आज मंत्री परिषद के द्वारा स्वीकृति दे दी गई है। इसमें 431 करोड़ 70 लाख 26 हजार रुपए का प्राविधान किया गया है, जो मंत्री परिषद के द्वारा अनुमोदित किया गया। इनमें से खासतौर से आवासीय भवन ये 255 लाख 23 हजार 255 करोड़ 7,000 रुपया और 176 करोड़ 47 लाख 19,000 रुपए का अनावासीय भवनों के लिए क्वांटिफाई किया गया है। इस पर माननीय मंत्री परिषद की सहमति आज मिल गई। साथ ही साथ इसी क्रम में एक पीएससी वाहिनी की स्थापना के लिए भी आवासीय और अनावासीय भवनों के निर्माण की व्यवस्था शामली में की गई है। वहां 58 एकड़ जमीन पर 378 करोड़ 8 लाख 89 हजार रुपए की लागत से इनके लिए भी आवासीय और अनावासीय भवन बनेंगे, जिसमें से आवासीय भवनों के लिए 244 करोड़ 48 लाख 82 हजार रुपया तथा अनावासीय भवनों के लिए 133 करोड़ 60 लाख 7 हजार रुपए की व्यवस्था की गई है। मंत्री परिषद के द्वारा इसका अनुमोदन आज दिया गया है। इसके साथ ही आज एक बहुत बड़ा निर्णय आज उत्तर प्रदेश की मंत्री परिषद ने माननीय योगी जी के अध्यक्षता में जो लिया गया, बुंदेलखंड औद्योगिक विकास प्राधिकरण के गठन का संबंध में। आप सब जानते हैं कि 1976 में नोएडा का गठन हुआ था और उसमें टाउनशिप भी विकसित किए जाने की बात कही गई थी। तो उसी तर्ज पर बुंदेलखंड मुख्यमंत्री औद्योगिक क्षेत्र विस्तारीकरण एवं नए औद्योगिक क्षेत्र प्रोत्साहन योजना के अंतर्गत,
और मैंने कल भी कहा था और आज फिर कह रहा हूँ, समाजवादी पार्टी गुब्बारे की तरह फूल गई है और गुब्बारे की हवा उसी प्रकार से निकलेगी जैसे फूलपुर लोकसभा, गोरखपुर लोकसभा जो हमारे मुख्यमंत्री योगी जी की लोकसभा थी, मेरी स्वयं की लोकसभा थी। हम लोग उस समय चुनाव हार गए थे, लेकिन जिस धमाकेदार ढंग से वापसी 2019 के लोकसभा चुनाव में किया गया है, उनको याद रखना चाहिए। अगर उनको चाहे श्री अखिलेश यादव जी हों, चाहे उनके भोपू हों, वो किसी को अगर याद नहीं रहता है तो उन्हें याद रखना चाहिए। 2014 में समाजवादी पार्टी की सरकार थी उत्तर प्रदेश में, 73 सांसद भाजपा के जीते थे। 2017 में उत्तर प्रदेश में सपा की सरकार थी, 325 विधायक जिता करके सपा को ध्वस्त करने का काम किया गया था और वह जनता ने किया है। और इनको हर भाषा का जवाब वोट के माध्यम से गरीब देगा, पिछड़ा देगा, कमज़ोर देगा और उत्तर प्रदेश का नौजवान और पूरा मतदाता देगा।
Time for a short break. We'll be back with more news.
Under the aegis of Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, and in the august presence of Sri Nipuryo, Honorable Chief Minister Nagaland, Sri Kehove Yapto, Advisor Tourism, Art and Culture, Sri Ajay Bhatt, Honorable Minister of State of Tourism and Defence, Government of India, and Sri Arvind Singh, Secretary, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, an MOU was signed between Department of Tourism, Government of Nagaland, represented by Mr. I. Kito Jimomi, IRS Commissioner and Secretary, and Trade Promotion Council of India, represented by Mr. Sandeep Das, Deputy Director General, on November 27, 2021.
I'm very happy with the progress the State Institute of Hotel Management in Nagaland at Dimapur. The option of roping in a private partner was discussed. Luckily, the state government was able to find a very good private partner. Till date, more than 200.
Welcome back. According to latest reports, another missing report in China. The disappearance of the ministers and top military officials is a dark cloud hanging over the Chinese government. China's Defense Minister Li Shangfu missing days after Foreign Minister Qin Gang. The disappearance of Shangfu and Qin comes after a time when China is facing a number of challenges, including economic slowdown, rising inflation, and social unrest. Chinese Defense Minister Li Shangfu has been missing for several days following the disappearance of Foreign Minister Qin Gang earlier this month. The absence of two top government officials has raised concerns about political instability in China. President Xi Jinping has been taking a tough stance on his military officers in recent months after being reprimanded by senior leaders of the own party. This purge has been several high-ranking officials removed from their post, including the former head of the Rocket Force, General Li Yuchao. Shangfu was last seen on August 29, 2023, when he addressed the China-Africa Peace and Security Forum in Beijing. The reasons for Shangfu's disappearance are unclear. Some analysts have speculated that he may have been purged by Xi Jinping, while others have suggested that he may have fallen ill or been involved in a scandal. Nagaland Chief Minister Nipuryo on Monday replied to a question raised by MLA Kuzoluzo Nienu on alleged Nagaland State Lottery Syndicate. The Chief Minister informed that there is no case against the Nagaland State Lottery with CBI, ED, GST or CAG. On alleged GST aversion, Rio said that at a meeting, the Home Ministry was satisfied with State's reply and matter was resolved. Rio informed that much of the cases were carried out on the behest of business rivalry and intent to blackmail the Nagaland State Lottery. It was informed that 5 cases were filed in Nagaland.
A certain syndicate or group is trying to complain on our state lottery and take advantage. I want to know whether it is true. If so, what steps are the government taking against those people? Thank you.
The reply had made it very clear that there are no cases against the Nagaland State Lottery, either with CBI, ED, or GST, or CNAG, and there were some meetings at the Home Minister, and in that meeting the state government had replied and Home Ministry was satisfied and it was resolved. As supplementary question has been raised, it is true. I believe it is much of these cases, activities are being carried out on the basis of business rivalries, as well as to blackmail the Nagaland State Lottery, particularly
the distributors. So there is a gang of criminals who are trying to do this. Lottery means they want to get lottery by their own means, creating problem and demanding money. So it's good that this house, the question has been raised, that's why I want to apprise the house. Because of their illegal activities, FIRs were filed by well-informed lottery customers of West Bengal against one of the main complainants by the name of Atul Bokreya in FIR number 241 of 2022. Harith Street, PS, Kolkata, and FIR number 206 of 2023 in the Vidanagar South Police Station. So, in Nagaland also, we had 5 cases by the North Police Station and the PHQ also. And he has been summoned to appear, but he is absconding. But most likely, he may land up behind bars because he cannot substantiate his allegations, and therefore we are taking a strong case in this. And one of the lotteries all over the country, Nagaland is within the rules, and that's how others are also allowing Nagaland lottery to be sold. And they are getting maximum benefits. It is our lottery, but we are getting only a meager, say annually about 30 crores. But in other states, who are selling, they are getting a GST of 28%, and it runs into 1,000 crores. That's why when a state sold the lotteries, 20% of the tax collection goes to center, and 20% of the tax collected is given to that state. And we only get the few commissions, which total Nagaland we are getting only about little over 30 crores. In regards to another case, submission of, in another case filed, a rate petition filed by the Sri Payabatra Bhomik on behalf of Shanti Gautantra Sangaiti Manchi before Honorable Court, High Court, Calcutta, including the issue of violation of TDS and accusing the distributors. So in this, the case was thoroughly studied by the Income Tax Agency, the Central Board of Direct Tax, and went through all the distributors in hundreds all over the country. Our lotteries are sold in Maharashtra, in West Bengal, Punjab, Goa, Sikkim, Meghalaya, and a small portion is sold in Nagaland. So the income tax officer and their team have already found their all these cases and had written to Commissioner of Taxes, TDS, Calcutta, on 23rd/7/2011. This is some time back. And it is communicated to the state government. And its last sentence, it is found like this. Considering all the documents and information gathered together during the inquiry, the undersigned is of the opinion that no such violations of the relevant sections of the Income Tax Act 1961, as pointed out in the writ petition, is substantiated from the inquiry conducted by this office, not only in the hands of MS Future Trade Solutions, LLP, but also in the hands of retailer of lottery tickets, as discussed and submitted in the above para. So in this, we are not defaulting in GST nor in all the reports, and there is no case. But because somebody are doing some nefarious job trying to blackmail us, that's why this issue, and in the market also, there are also talks. So this speculation may be there. But it's good that the honorable member has brought up the question so that it is clarified for all concerned.
Moving on to the next news. The Bharatiya Janata Party new MLAs Tafazal Hossain and Bindu Debnath, who won elections in Boxanagar and Dhanpur, became official members of Tripura Assembly on Tuesday. Speaker of the Tripura Legislative Assembly, Bishwabandhu Sen, led the oath-taking ceremony with Chief Minister Manik Saha and his team in attendance. Members of the opposition did not attend. The Chief Minister expressed confidence in the new MLAs, saying they represent the people's wishes. When asked about expanding his cabinet, Saha said to inform when it decides. Currently, Saha's government has 9 ministers and can add 3 more.
সবাই জানেন যে আমাদের যে বিধানসভা 2023-এ যে রেজাল্ট বেরিয়েছিল মার্চ মাসে, সেখানে আমাদের 32+1 মানে আইপিএফটি সংখ্যা নিয়ে 32+1 ছিল। পরবর্তী সময়ে আমাদের একজন বিধায়িকা সেখানে উনি পদত্যাগ করেন। তো ওখানে একটা সিট খালি হয়েছিল, ইলেকশন জরুরি ছিল, এবং এর মধ্যে দেখা গেল একজন আমাদের অপোজিশন পার্টি।
আমি চেষ্টা করেছি আমার দায়িত্ব পালন করতে। আগামী দিনেও যেহেতু এই দায়িত্ব দিয়েছে আমার দল এবং এখান থেকে সাধারণ মানুষের এখন প্রত্যাশা অনেকটা বেশি, আমি তাদের প্রত্যাশা পূরণের চেষ্টা করব।
বিধানসভা কেন্দ্রে কোন কোন জায়গাতে প্রাধান্য দেবে, কোন কোন জায়গায় কাজ হয়নি বা করার পরিকল্পনা রয়েছে?
আমাদের যে প্রধানমন্ত্রী যে স্বপ্ন সবকা সাথ সবকা বিকাশ সবকা বিশ্বাস, এই নীতিতেই কাজ চলছে। আমরা সার্বিক উন্নয়নের চেষ্টা করব, কোথাও কম বেশি এমন কিছু নয়। প্রত্যেকের জন্য আমরা সমান দৃষ্টিতে দেখব, এবং মাইনরিটিজ বলুন, সাধারণ অন্যান্য বা জাতি জনজাতি যাই বলুন, প্রত্যেকের জন্য আমরা সমভাবে দৃষ্টিতে রাখব।
আপনার বিধানসভা কেন্দ্রে কি মেসেজ থাকবে?
যেহেতু প্রত্যেকে উন্নয়নের পক্ষে ভোট দিয়েছে, আগামী দিনে উন্নয়নটাই আমরা প্রাধান্য দেবো এবং চেষ্টা করব প্রত্যেকের প্রত্যাশা পূরণে।
উন্নয়ন বলেন কোন দিকটা প্রত্যাশা দেবে?
আসলে সত্যি কথা বলতে গেলে আমাদের এলাকাতে কিছু রাস্তাঘাটের সমস্যা রয়েছে, ওইগুলি প্রথমে প্রাধান্য দেওয়া হবে। তারপর শিক্ষাক্ষেত্রে গত 18 নির্বাচনের আগে আমাদের এলাকাতে স্কুল নামে কিছু বিল্ডিং করেছেন ওনারা, কিন্তু প্রকৃত যে শিক্ষক দরকার সেই শিক্ষক স্বল্পতা এখনও রয়েছে।
আপনি আনন্দিত, এবং সর্বপ্রথমে আমি ধন্যবাদ দেবো আমার হৃদয় থেকে আমার বক্সনগর যারা আজকে আমার গণদেবতারা আজকে আমাকে ভোট দিয়ে বিধানসভায় পাঠিয়েছেন, ওরা আশীর্বাদ করে বিধানসভায় পাঠিয়েছেন, তার জন্য ওনাদেরকে আমার হৃদয় থেকে ধন্যবাদ জানাই।
এলাকার সার্বিক উন্নয়নে কোন জিনিসটাকে প্রাধান্য দিচ্ছেন আপনি?
রাস্তাঘাট, পানীয় জল, স্বাস্থ্য।
মন্ত্রিসভায় যদি সম্প্রসারণ হয়, মন্ত্রিসভায় যদি আপনাকে জায়গা দেওয়া হয়, তাহলে কতটা সাধারণ মানে
মন্ত্রিসভার ব্যাপারটা এখানে পার্টির সিদ্ধান্ত, সেটা যে সময় পার্টির সিদ্ধান্ত নেবে সেটা হলো অন্য ব্যাপার। যেহেতু আমি একজন বিধায়ক হিসাবে
আমার প্রথম কাজ এলাকার উন্নয়ন এবং এলাকার ডেভেলপমেন্ট। আমার যশস্বী যেখানে জনপ্রিয় মুখ্যমন্ত্রী আছেন সেখানে মন্ত্রীটা পরের ব্যাপার, এটাকে আমি চিন্তা করি না। কারণ কি, আমি শুধু চাই উন্নয়ন। এখন মানুষ বিশ্বাস করেছে, সেই মানুষকে আমি সেই বিশ্বাসের মর্যাদা দেওয়া, সেটা হলো আমার বড় কাজ।
That is all we have for this bulletin. Thank you for watching Hornbill TV.